at this important time of the year, and it is an important time of the year for our families and ourselves, as a time of celebration, but quite often for maritime workers, it's a time for shift work. They're on the job, they're making the economy work, and they're looking after the family in the only way they can, on the job. Now, on behalf of the officers, on behalf of myself and the National Council, on behalf of the President, Chris Kane, I want to reach out to all the members, all of your families, all of the great supporters of the MUA that have seen us stand up and fight back every day of this year. And we're succeeding. We're making a difference. We're taking on big business where we have to. We're taking on international shipping and flag of convenience shipping that continues to erode the right to work in our own country. We're taking on a government that doesn't give a rat's what's his name about any working men in this country, and have been running a campaign against strong unions like the MUA, the CFMEU, the TCFUA and many others, because we get out there and make a difference for working people, and we say no. Now, this is a campaign for all working people, not only in this country and internationally, but we fight from the front, and we're proud of that. We're a proud union and a united union. We're able to do things that many other unions can't. That's why we're merging. And thank you for the overwhelming support for the National Council decision. This is going to be a union that continues to take the ball up for maritime workers, for dock workers' rights, the rights to work in our own country, the rights to be able to be in the MUA, to have a decent agreement based on all of those things that we've negotiated over many generations, the right to go to sea, the right to be in port authorities, the right to be in the offshore industry without being replaced by a sham contractors and a sham migration. Now, we're going to fight and we're going to get rid of these people. Hopefully it'll be this year. And that means all of us working together to change the rules. We need the right to strike. There's no fair bargaining in the workplace, we know that. There's no respect for the delegate, we know that. There's no respect for working men and women. All there is continuing debasement and standover tactics backed up by a government that does not want to have strong working class communities and strong working class organisations and strong working class men and women on the job. And a big job to do. To build the new union, to realise the vision, to preserve our great tradition and our many achievements, to continue with the solidarity and the leadership of generations of our union, and also to embrace the new opportunities, to have better resources, better communication, better organisation, better community support. We're a working community. We're just not a group of associations on the waterfront or in the construction industry or in the textile, clothing and footwear industry or the mining industry. We're working communities and working families. And we're celebrating the ability to come together, but we're also celebrating at this particular time the ability to change our lives and the world for the better, to live more peaceful lives and secure lives, to be able to retire in decency, to be able to look after our children and educate them, to be able to have a home, something that's diminishing in Australia all the time. This is all the agenda of the MUA. This is all the agenda of the CFMEU and the TCFUA. This is the agenda of the new union and the trade union movement and the working class communities we come from. And there's no better way to celebrate Christmas in solidarity, in unity, in friendship, and with the courage and the determination that we are going to continue to make a difference in this country, in our industries, on the ships and the wharves, and internationally against those big multinational corporations that could not care less about anything except their elitism, their ability to tax avoid, their ability to be able to distort the system in their own self-interest. Not good enough. We're going to see you off. And we're going to see the government off that has been supporting you and distorting the Australian way of life for too long. But on a happier note, Merry Christmas. Have whatever your poison is. Celebrate our great achievements. And let's recharge the batteries for a 2018 that will make the difference. Go on, your comrades.